series where every week we try to present to you a research paper publication that was done by one of our students who had the opportunity to work on some amazing project and also the opportunity to be able to write a research paper based on the work they have done in that project. So before we get started, right, let us understand a few things. First, we try to offer you real-time projects that are going to push you beyond your limits and help you grow as a data specialist. We help you learn about the various different phases of the project methodology. We help you learn about the various different tools which are used in the industry like Python, Power BI, and cloud platforms. You also get the opportunity to work on research papers which are published in international journals, and you get access to various free tools which can enhance your learning experience. So we have our mind map, the ML architecture assistant, the resume mapper, and animated learning. With all of those things, right, let's take into consideration a very important point. We have Mr. or Mrs. A and Mr. and Mrs. 360, two people who are competing for the same job, right? Now, Mr. A, Mrs. A was trained in XYZ Institute. They worked on dummy projects from Kaggle, GitHub, and various other open source platforms. And Mr. and Mrs. 360, they were trained at 360DigiTMG, and they had the opportunity to work on real-time projects. They attended daily stand-up calls. They created end-to-end data pipeline. They did deployment on-premise and on cloud. They attended client calls, and they have had their research papers published in various different international journals. So you can choose for yourself that which resume will get shortlisted for interviews. So without any further delay, we have Pavani with us. Hello, Pavani. How are you?
Hello, sir. I'm fine. How are you, sir?
All right. So, Pavani, you has worked on a research paper with us based on one of the projects that she has done. So, Pavani, why don't you just walk us through the business problem, the objectives, constraints, and ML success criteria, the various success criterias?
Yeah. First of all, my project related to image processing, that is inventory management system. In construction fields, we have many steel rods. We can't manually count it. It was time consuming and error prone task. So we have to automate the task. While the objective means we have to minimize the counting time. So that means we have to approach the model to minimize the time and minimize the manual efforts.
Okay. All right. And what about the success criterias?
Yeah, success criteria. So we have business success criteria. We have to get at least 70% of accuracy, and machine learning 96% of accuracy we have to get. And economic success criteria, we have to approximately save the 25 lakhs per annum.
Okay. Right. So can you tell us a little bit about the kind of data that you worked with in this scenario?
Yeah. In this scenario, we have collected the images and videos from the client. Here we used three different classes of the rods, and each video we have many images. We have to convert that images in the video. We have to convert the into many images like frames. We have to work on that images.
Okay. And what are the different models that you have used in this project?
Yeah, we tried many CNN models like YOLO, NASA, and different versions of the YOLO V8 we used here.
Okay. Can you tell us a little bit about the final model that you selected?
Yeah, We used here YOLO V8 version X model. It is a CNN model and it's a pre-trained model. Here we used many hyper parameters. By changing the various hyper parameters, we depends upon the accuracy. We choose the YOLO V8 model X model.
Okay. So, Pavni, the main question that I want to ask you and that I want you to try and elaborate as much as you can is related to the research paper that you have worked on, right? So, how do you think that having the opportunity to work on a research paper help you to grow as a data specialist?
Yeah. First of all, thanks for that. I got a great opportunity from 360DigiTMG. While working on the project and writing the research article means I got the deep knowledge into the technology. While studying the only taking the course while studying that it means it will give only the basic knowledge. While doing the projects, writing the article means we thoroughly researched each and everything into that, and we have to write the article. It's very understandable manner to others. So I learned many new things about the technology.
Okay. All right. So, and there you have it, Pavani, your research paper publication certificate. So again, it was great to have you here and great for you to share your experience with us related to this project and the research paper that you have worked on. And this could be any one of our viewers who has joined us today, right? They could also have the same opportunity, and we definitely encourage more and more people to work on these. Okay. So once again, thank you so much for joining, Pavani, and we will see you guys next week for the next research paper publication.
Thank you, sir.